House of the Dragon Episode 3. It's been 3 years since the events of the Rogue Prince. Beware, spoilers ahead. The Crabfeeder is back at it again. Before a fleet of ships that are on fire, he stands still and almost looks confused as his latest Westerosi victim insults him. As House drives the bolt home, the swears just bounce off his mask. But before the crabs can eat, Caraxes comes out of the darkness, and its flaming breath destroys both the raiders and the survivors. Even the guy who was about to be crabbed is landed on by Prince Daemon. A few more groups of pirates are burned to death by the prince and his dragon, but the Crabfeeder gets away and hides in a cave, where his archers shoot the dragon rider with flaming arrows. The new baby boy of the king is now 2 years old. Aegon is about to be made the heir. When a knight comes to tell the king that the Stepstones are being attacked, the king puts it off. The knight tries to explain that Daemon has been pushing his men too hard and that the enemy is safe from the dragons in caves. Hightower says that the problem is with Corlys and Daemon. The queen and her family go to Kingswood. Rhaenyra is unhappy when Viserys asks her to go on a boar hunt, but she tries to say no. When the coach gets to the camp, everyone cheers and claps. All praise to baby Aegon on his second name day. Rhaenyra walks around while she's thinking. Alicent and the other women talk, and they ask Rhaenyra what they should do. Lady Redwine tells the princess that she needs to use her power to join the war. Outside, Lord Jason Lannister introduces himself to Rhaenyra. T-Land is his twin brother. He gives her hints about getting married, and she suddenly leaves him. The king tells her that Jason is a great match and that she must marry him. Hightower says that a rare white hart stag has been seen. Rhaenyra gets angry and rides away on a horse. Sir Criston chases after her and catches her at a pond. As they walk through the forest, they talk. The hounds are let loose by the hunters. While they wait, Lannister gives Aegon a spear as a gift. He says that it would be a great honor to marry Rhaenyra. The conversation gets tense because Viserys won't say that Aegon will be named heir. Hightower suggests that Aegon, who is only 2, marry the princess instead. The idea makes Viserys laugh, but he drinks the wine. A lord comforts him and suggests Sir Laenor's son, the sea snake's son. Criston and Rhaenyra are sitting by a fire, and he wants them to go back to camp. Criston is on guard as the horses whine. Rhaenyra is knocked down by a charging boar, but she still manages to kill it with a knife. Alicent walks up to Viserys while looking into a fire. When he is drunk, he tells her that a long time ago, he had a dream that Rhaenyra wore a crown of victory. He doesn't know what to do. The hunt starts in the morning. A brown stag has been roped and is struggling. Jason throws out his lance to kill. The king moves slowly toward the beast and spears it, but the spear doesn't hit the heart. A second spear thrust kills the beast. The crowd cheers. Rhaenyra and Criston look out over the valley. A real white stag walks up to her, looks her in the eyes, and then runs away. Rhaenyra comes back to the camp, covered in blood. Hightower and Alicent talk at home, and Otto is sure that his grandson will become king. Alicent thinks it belongs to her friend, not to Aegon. Alicent then sees Viserys and says that Rhaenyra must think that the idea of a marriage came from her. She also wants him to join the war against Crabfeeder. The next day, Viserys says that he will send help to the front. Rhaenyra tells him straight out that he no longer needs her with Aegon. He tells her she needs to find a good partner and start a strong family. He swears that no one else will take her place. At the Stepstones, the fight goes on. Laenor Corlys says that they have enough food for 2 weeks. The Valyrian family disputes and loses confidence in Daemon. A message is brought to a tired Daemon. He reads it, then beats the person who brought it. Daemon rows away in a boat, picks up a white flag to use as a negotiating tool and offers his sword to the enemy. The Crabfeeder moves toward the Targaryen slowly, and his archers aim at him. Then Daemon pulls out a knife and charges the enemy, killing many as he moves forward. In the end, arrows kill him. A lot of enemies are all around him. The Valyrian troops come to help, and Laenor Velaryon comes on his dragon to help from the air. Daemon pursues the Crabfeeder into a cave and emerges with only his torso. The war has ended.